Alright, so we've got Amarantha for our project today. We're laying a hue and saturation layer on top of it and using the colorize feature to make things yellow, and then we're painting in the details on the crown because her crown in the book series is gold. So we want to make sure that we're true to that. You can see up, well, first we're going to liquefy, but you can kind of see at the top two layers when we go back to the main screen that I have already kind of set up a little bit of the background for us. I've pulled a red curtain background. It's a stock image offline, and then just a stock image of a stone wall. What I'm doing is I'm just making a crude background because I'm going to use a blur layer. We're going to use kind of a zoom effect here to make it look like she's beckoning you into the throne room. I wanted her to have kind of an ominous feel to her. So we're using a zoom layer here, like I said. Going to use it at about 10-15%. It took a little bit of trial and error, and then we're going to darken the edges because I want it to look like it's underground, because if you've read the book series, she is under the mountain. We are also going to drag out a little bit of the shape of the curtain. Wasn't really enjoying the way the shadow looked, and then I'd like to add in some dust particles to make it look old and dingy down there. We're darkening things, but we're leaving detail in the dress and in her face, and the way I'm doing that is by using a layer mask. And then I'm pulling in another stock image here. I kind of wanted to give her a magical effect. I know that you can't really see the magic lingering on their fingertips and things like that, but in my mind I wanted to illustrate it. So we're going to go in and do a little bit of face correcting and sharpening. We're going to play with the color tones a little bit. Want to make sure it's got kind of a midnight effect to it. And other than that, it's time to start honing in on some details. So this is, we put another layer of that same image over it, but this one we're going to change the hue, make it a little more red, because if you know anything about this character's aesthetic, it's usually got a purple and red feel to it, which is what we're going for. And then we're going to darken the edges, crop a little bit, because we still have a little bit of a harsh line up at the top. And then this is the, not the channel mixer, this is the color balance, which I can never remember the name of. All right, and then just some final details on the skin. You can see we're lightening the hair a bit, and then we're going to zoom out and add some shadows around the edges just to make her stand out a bit more. Yeah, and then you'll see a before and after.